Welcome, everybody, to the Overthinking Football Show. My name is Joseph Mokwena. I am your host, and this, of course, is the place where, man, we love African football, and every now and then we might go overseas just to go say hi to the people across the pond. This show, of course, happens every Monday to Thursday at 7 p.m. But then, of course, we have watch-alongs if Chiefs, Pirates, Sundowns, King, Bafana, if any of those teams are playing, I will be here speaking to you guys and having a nice chat and analysis with you guys about what is happening while we are watching these games. Now, this is a very interactive show. Hey, Win, a very interactive show. So at halftime, 5 people are going to jump in and we'll have a conversation about what we're seeing throughout the game. And in order to add your voice to the show, you have to jump in via the multi-guest button, bottom of your screen. Click on that. I'll let you in. We have conversations about whatever we're seeing within the game at that point. But if we can reach 35,000 likes, 35K likes, I'll keep it open and we can go ahead and everybody will be able to jump in and give me a minute of what they're thinking of and we'll take it from there. But now that I've gotten through all of those formalities.
Hello. Hello, hi. How are you?
Okay, so this is going to be Kaizer Chiefs versus Cape Town City home game with some very interesting things happening. This, of course, is the 13th game. Yaga Nesreddin Nabi, up to this point, he has 5 wins, 3 draws, and 4 losses. His 14th game. He's played 13. He's got 5 wins, 4 draws, 3 draws, and 4 losses to his name up to this point. But then, of course, Cape Town City has the new man in charge. There's a new man in charge. Eric Tinkler has been sacked by Cape Town City, and we're seeing a man that knows Kaizer Chiefs very well, Omushin Etrigal, who his last coaching position was 6 years ago, where he was coaching in Maritzburg United. Now, in the last 5 games, Kaizer Chiefs, there's 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss to their name. Last game out was a 1-0 win versus Ichipa. 1-0 win versus Ichipa, and before that, a 1-1 draw versus ETS Galaxy. Cape Town City, on the other hand, the last game they had was a 1-0 loss to Amazulu, and then they also beat Ichipa 1-0 on the 14th of December. The two teams sit. Cape Town City is number 12 on the log, 10 games played, 3 wins, 2 draws, 5 losses, 6 goals scored, only 6, with 12 conceded for a grand total of 11 points. Then, on the other side, Kaizer Chiefs is number 7, 10 games played, 4 wins, 3 draws, 3 losses. They have 14 goals scored, 13 conceded, 15 points. The last game was the first time the Chiefs had a clean sheet. In these games that we've had up to this point. Can't show you the game, copyright, so you're going to have to find somewhere else to look at it. Supersport or the Supersport King DSTV stream or Supersport Max. Okay, let's go to the starting lineups. Keaton goal, Mkize Kodinye Itumba, Nyama Petros Notata, Chueza, Darwin Sukuna, and Rhodes. Then, of course, for Chiefs, you have Boma, Prosla, Miguel, Dotley, Ditlokwe, Mart Mtetwa, Duba, Shabalala to praise. And the next person who comes in for that Sereno slot, the next person to audition is Christian Saile, who makes his way back into the team. Now, really good news. Matou is back with the team. He's on the bench, as well as Ukros, who's also made it back. So hopefully, man, that gives us a little bit something. But I'm not going to lie to you. I go into this match and I'm thinking one thing.
I'm scared, but I'll tie the liver.
Hey, we must tie the lever, guys. We must tie the lever. It has looked good so far. Chiefs does look like they're attacking. Cape Town City is in 6s and 7s, it seems, but defensively. So the defensive mid hasn't been able to pick up the players that are playing right in front of the defense. So Chiefs might have an opportunity there to play balls back in. Oh, as Mark tries to curl one into the corner. 4 minutes in, it is still 0-0. Omar still showing some scars from that game he had versus the Chipa. Hey, Uluile, that guy, Uluile. Okay, let me see what's happening there in the comments. Crazy T, welcome. Bongs. Tabang Tabong. Kana Chiefs ke Tabang Tabong. Sundowns ke Takalani Sesame and then Paris ke Cocomelon. Okay. How are you doing, Fananom? How are you doing? Etuka once made us win the CAF Champions, the CAF Confed. Before it was the CAF Confed. Hey, Bongs, you're showing your age, Chief. there's some people that don't know that the CAF Confed was the Nelson Mandela Cup at some point. It wasn't a tournament. They don't know. Guti Chiefs, man. Just because we don't have a start doesn't mean we didn't do things continentally. Once wanted Notata. Yes, Notata has made it back in for the first time since March. He's been injured for a while. Notata really does make the Cape Town City team click, and maybe he was missing a little bit of that. Right now, I think Chiefs is doing very well with overwhelming Cape Town City. Nabi chooses to play with a 4-man front, so he always has three runners and one brain, and it kind of overwhelms teams. In the beginning of the season, Chiefs was winning games early, scoring 2 goals early, and then tibang until the end of the game. But it seems as though Cape Town City is a little bit overwhelmed right now by that front. But there is a space in the midfield. There's always a space in the midfield, Lapagu Chiefs. So, hey, let's see what they're going to do. I can't wait for the derby. Score predictions, yes. Let's go to my betters.
The game has changed today. There's betting, there's all these people are emotional.
What are we saying? Panthers, T1, straight win Chiefs, straight win Cape Town City, over, under 1.5, under 2.5. I mean, today, Malube Kutso put something in the group. Today, we've seen draws all around. That's what we've been watching. No score draws. Is this game also going to carry on that way? And is it a good or bad thing for Kaizer Chiefs if it does end 0-0? Oh, wait. Yo. Potsani injured again at training, says Tapelo. We need this win to go forth, says Ubongs. Cape Town City 1-0 win, says Tapelo. 2-1 Chiefs, says Utumelo. And then 3-0 Cape Town City. Guys. Corner Cape Town. Hey, sorry about that. I'm still here. The audio should be fine as well. 1-1. Cape Town City last minute says unmatched. And then Shots just comes in and says Sharper, Kosti Sharper. Remember, half time, 5 people will be able to jump in and we'll have a conversation about what we're seeing. Okay, so like I was saying, Kaizer Chiefs plays with a 4 front. But the problem with the 4 front is that they are short when not defending. And usually we are short on the wings, which means that if you can attack Chiefs down the wings, they do struggle with getting the players back in to be able to take advantage of that, right? But what has been interesting about Chiefs ever since that Bradley Cross injury is that because Udi Tlokwe has come into the game, Udi Tlokwe, it's made them play sort of a back 3, back 5 type situation where the 3 defenders at the back don't move. We saw a glimpse of it versus Polokwane City before Polokwane City made that 2-0. So I think there's a bit of a better defensive setup when they're doing that, and you don't feel that one man missing the whole time. Because what was happening was they would play a back 4, but then Cross and Frosler would be out. They would run out and they would go and chase the game. And that meant that Ukross would need to cover, especially Ukross, because Usirino wasn't covering him on that side. Ukross would have to jump out, and that would put Dotley into some tough situations because our defense doesn't talk. They wouldn't shift altogether. So let's see, man. Let's see if Saile can be cover for Udi Tlokwe, or enough good cover for Udi Tlokwe. Saile and Ngimthembi that much because he tends to just run. As he runs himself into corners, he runs himself into tough situations. Then, man, you'll see him want to do these step overs, that you wonder why he's doing that. But let's see. Cross back from injury. I wonder what type of grass is used in Cape Town stadiums. It seems to be heavy on the players' legs. That might be a good thing for Chiefs. Korani, welcome, guys. Kopangli tapping screen, tap the screen, tata scream. We're aiming for 60,000, but I do want 35,000 before halftime. So then in the second half, I can let people come in and give me a minute of their time. And if you can, kupari gift, guys, kupari gift, sendang the rose, sanda. Hey, keep on rely on little train, man. I haven't seen them on my live. Kupali sending. Thank you, Fandenom, for coming in with that. 10 minutes in, we are still 0-0. It's been an okay game. I think Kaizer Chiefs has had the better of the play in terms of getting forward. But then the issue has been in defense. I think Cape Town City might be showing that there are some holes there, Nyana, there. Oh, Mr. Caesar. So welcome, my brother. Welcome. How are you, bro? How are you? Okay, here we go. 11 minutes in. I really want to see Motaung come back into the game. I think Motaung is the answer for our midfield problems. Personally, I really do. I think Blom hasn't turned out to be the kind of player that we've wanted there. The kind of player that we've wanted in the middle. He hasn't been played up to what he's good at, you know, but he has been struggling. Even go America. Bradley Cornell, his former coach, spoke about him that Blom was struggling a little bit with fitness. That was one of his big problems. But then also St. Louis City signed a different CDM with a different profile, and that sort of put him out of the team. So I think we're still dealing with a little bit of that that match fitness and unfitness issues that are plaguing Blom. He can't play a full game, but also I don't know if Blom still wants to be a CDM like that. It feels to me like Blom wants to be more of an 8. He wants to get into the game. He wants to go forward. It's less about shielding the defense. Now, maybe if you were to play Blom Nomtetwa together, you'd see something different, Nyana. Maybe, I don't know. Nangusaile. Oh, Saile. Oh, Saile. Ish, Saile. Oh, Nkosi. Hi. It's okay, Mara. This is why I don't trust him like that. Happy New Year, Mr. Sizwe. Where is Makaring? I'm not sure. He might be injured, might not be in the team. New coach, guys. So man. So Motaung is useless. Really, Sinje? Wow, maybe I'm giving him too much credit here. But all the best, says Ukonze Mkize. Thank you. Watch it, Gilberto 2.0. Usaile. Chick says Usaile is not a footballer. Guys. Mina, I get Usaile. I get him. There's no CDM. There's no CDM there. Cape Town City, there's no one there, guys. If I'm do Kalusale, just in the middle. There's no CDM. Where was that? Okay, Usaile. Usaile, I get him. Usaile, if you want to see the best of him, Boma 75 minutes. 75 minutes when 75 minutes when the game is broken down and the defenders are all over the place, when two teams are chasing the game and tactics go out of the window. That's when you bring Saile on, because he profits from some of that chaos. But if you ask Saile to start the game, I don't know, I don't know. Saile's problem is that he wants to prove a point, says Uvusi. How old is he? Let me check. Christian Saile, how old Christian Saile is. Christian Saile he's 25 years old. Younger than Umkulise. The eternal youngster. Mtetwa doesn't seem to be off. Mtetwa doing well. The way Saile runs, could have done athletics. Put Saile left back, says Umholi. Left back? I don't trust him, But in no way, Saile. Look, it says here, according to, let me go to Transfermarkt even. I'm going to go to Transfermarkt for you guys. He was born November 30, 1999. He's basically a 2000, Christian Saile. But he must play rugby. Looks like I won't watch Chiefs till the end of the season. Ay, Papa Khosi, man. Support the team, man. How? This is actually a very open game, if we're being honest. Actually, he's a 99, guys. He's 99. He's a 25-year-old man. Okay, Chiefs with a free kick. Let's see what they can do here. Oh, Miguel got his head. Is it Miguel? He got his head to it, but just couldn't direct it properly. This game is too open, guys. This game is too open. Ow! Thank him, Tetwa. CDM. Okay, no, then he gave it away. Let's see what Mushinetrigal can do, man. Mushinetrigal was one of the most successful coaches at Kaizer Chiefs. He's coming in at Cape Town City as the technical director. He's going to be holding the team up until the end of the year. There were actually rumors of Bradley Cornell taking over, but Cornell has decided to stay in America. He's going to be coaching the Philadelphia Union. So maybe Blomman can make a call to a fellow South African to take over. So we're still going to see who's going to take over at Cape Town City and where Eric Tinkler is going to go. The one thing that I like about Mushinetrigal coming in at Cape Town City as technical director, he understands Cape Town, he understands development. He had a post on LinkedIn, he replied to a post on LinkedIn just today where he was speaking about how youth development has to be the basis of everything that is done. So, hey, shot boy, shot! Oh. Guys, how about to Cape Town City? How about Chiefs there with a chance? I believe it hit the post, or it was a save from the keeper, came back out and they couldn't just bring it in. So what I was saying was that he was saying earlier that youth development is going to be one of the key things he's going to bring in, and it's part of why our Chiefs and all of those things under him was very successful. If you remember, even if you Google pictures now of Mushinetrigal, you see him with young Tabupule, with young Tabang Libisi, with young players. So he's probably going to bring that back to, there's no CDM. Guys, Cape Town City doesn't have a CDM. Saile, cut back, save from him, do cross, and then Duba, just a little bit casual. I'm seeing somebody saying casual here. Aye, shorts. Are you ahead of me? Aye, shorts. Mara shorts, why are you doing this in the comments? Don't do that in the comments, man. Behave, man, now. So Etrigal is going to bring that in. He's got a relationship with committees from the last time he was there with Ajax Cape Town. So I think this could be a very good move for Cape Town City. And we might see them going into the model that they had when it was still Ajax Cape Town, when committees was still there with Ajax Cape Town. What's going on? Okay, anyway, back to the game. Etrigal was the reason Chiefs had Masango and Pule Masango. Dubelang football lovers, how are you doing, boy? City is an open net. Chiefs need to take their chances. Look, the problem with Chiefs when Cirino's not there is that we don't have a thinker. We don't have a brain. So what happens is, Abo Duba, Nabo Shabalala, Nabo Saile, Nabo Tupris, they'll give you a lot of effort. Like they'll run around. You can't fault them. They'll be tired at the end of the game. But you don't have somebody who can coordinate that running. I said yesterday in the game here, Mamelodi Sundowns, that I think we're realizing in the South African game that we have a lot of secondary passers. We've got people that can play well with when there's somebody who's taking the responsibility of bringing up the ball, of pushing the ball in, running with the ball. There's somebody who takes that responsibility and who can make the first pass. Then everybody else will look good. But everybody else kind of runs. About Tebza, for example. Okay, let me not do that because Sundowns fans are very touchy about that one. But Umdu plays well when there's a responsible party in the midfield with him. Pass the ball around, make the decision, essentially. So what Cirino was doing at the beginning of the season was getting the ball up high. Then he'd have three options. Kivavaira up the middle, Duba up the side, Mdu making a shadow run. So if the defender bites on Mdu, he can shoot. But if the defender comes to him, he can play through to him. It's not, I'm not saying that Abomtu are not good players, but they're not primary ball handlers. That's a completely different job. I guess that's what we're trying to do with Mart. It's a completely different job to be able to make the right pass, the right decisions with the ball at your feet. Think about an Allende. Think about a Tito at times, a Tito, who might not get the assist, but he makes the right first pass. It's that first pass that we struggle with when we don't have somebody there. I would have thought a former Cape Town City player, Tanzani, would be somebody who would be able to do that for us. Hey, yeah, it hasn't panned out for whatever reason with him, but you guys understand what I'm saying. So that's what Chiefs lacks when we don't have a Cirino. That's why Cirino was so impactful at Kaizer Chiefs coming into this Chiefs team, because we didn't have a player of that profile in the team. So we've got a lot of runners right now. But anyway, Cape Town City, I'm scared for this counter. Because there's a few times now on the left-hand side, Cape Town City has come. Oh, there we go. Oh, you see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? 3v2. And he chose to go inside.
Bafana, man.
Do you get what I mean now? Do you guys understand what I'm saying when I talk about primary ball handlers, decision makers? There was a chance. Cape Town City doesn't have cover for the defense. And Nati, if we can break on them, that was 3v2, guys. That was 3v2, guys. Oh! Okay, let me see what you guys are saying. Yeah, I get you. Shabalala needs to do what he did versus Cheaper. There's the break. Dupreez! Why is Dupreez on the pitch if he's not going to make the run? And also, there's the left-hand side again because Saile came inside. Oh, Nkosea. Guys.
I see the
40. Left-hand side. Again, it's the left-hand side. And Usaile and Shabalala are not speaking when they're switching. Counter. Thank you. Dupreez. Don't stand on the line. Why is Dupreez on the pitch if you're not going to make him run in behind the spaces that the defenders are leaving? Hi, guys. Oosa. Kwanda says lots of goals are going to be scored today. The game is open. How he scores goals? Hey. He's not, Sinje. He's not in the way that I need him to be. He's the thinker off the ball running, but he's not a thinker with the ball at his feet. We don't have a primary ball handler, like I was saying. That's why Cirino's so good. Chiefs are stuck using a formation that needs specialists. Let's see. Unabi is trusting the boys. I think he's also trusting that maybe he's going to get a signing or two now that this January window is open. Oh, Cape Town City is getting confidence. I don't like that Cape Town City is getting confidence, but let's win that ball, Mteto. Well done. 4-5-1 formation needs proper left wing and right wing. Faisal Saloom can fix that. There's been rumors of him coming from Azam. Bukhali, I'm not going to act like I know him. I've heard the rumors, but is it the right time to bring him in? I know he's a scoring mid. City are not in this game as yet, and Chiefs should capitalize. That's true, General, because once they wake up, it's going to be a lot tougher. The funny thing is, I just don't know what Mushin's football now looks like. Mushin Etragal spent 4 years now as the technical director at the Turkish national team. So I don't know what type of football he's coming with. So I can't really read what they're going to do in the second half. All I know is that if you allow a team to gain confidence, there's going to be an issue. That's my problem with Vuma. He wants to slow the game down while we're in control. Chiefs must go back to scouting hungry players from Kasi tournaments. They don't even scout. Ubab Mangmang must go fetch somebody from Daviton. All Chiefs needs is 3 brains and a striker. They'll be fine. Pablo says Kaizer Chiefs is playing finder football. No direction yet. City, what a poor decision making. Yeah, no. It's been a tale of 2 teams that are making poor decisions. I don't mind it because my team is not losing. Nice Mdu. Was it offside? No, but for real, Chiefs is overwhelming them. 4 players overwhelming that back 4. They don't have a CDM, so you're watching Mart become a little bit more important also in the attack. Like if you look there, if you look at that line, there was 4v3 at some point. And they don't have cover at the top of the box. So where Mdu was going to run to there was going to be a very good run. So we should take advantage. Only problem is that we also have similar defensive frailties in defense. But let's see where they're going to take it. Okay, betters, 25 minutes. Have you changed how you feel? Punters, have you changed the way you feel about this game? Oh, ditlokwe. Oh, ditlokwe. Can somebody just cover ditlokwe? Like, they're starting to do that back 4 thing where there's nobody who's covering the left wing. And then Uditlokwe has to come out and mark people. And that's pulling Abototli out of position. They're starting to do that thing. I just wish somebody could cover. Just cover. Okay, Kaizer Chiefs 2-1 says Ungobo Mfundo. So Ocha telling me Etroga was a TD for Abo. Yes, he was well, not necessarily a TD, but they call it a technical advisor. But he was, yes. During the Euros, he was part of the analyzing of the Euros and things like that. So that's what he was doing for the past 4 years, which actually might help Cape Town City as well, for somebody who's done that job, you know, recently. I saw him before the game started, and I saw him, he was already starting to look at the ref and make noise. You know how he is. Hey, Tanyale, Tumushin, on the sideline. Watch when he starts getting angry. The clock west side, please. The clock west side, please. Just keep watching the clock west side. Hey, well, not that you can tell that he's a little bit, he hasn't played in a while, hey? You can see it. Oh, what a player. Not that. Not easy. What a player. What a player. After the game, can you talk about Naby's statistics and compare them with previous coaches like Zwane and Tseki? All I know is that he's got 13 games under his belt, 5 wins, 3 draws, and 4 losses. That's what he has right now. And why didn't Chiefs sign Zungu Ombule? I don't want Zungu Ombule. I don't want any Sundowns. Please, can we leave Sundowns players? Signing Sundowns. Oh, guys. How do you fall asleep there? No, somebody spoke about the pitch. Hey, this pitch helped us there. There we go. What did I say about decision making? And was that Dupree's being asked to make a final pass? What did I say? There's no midfield playing in this game. There's 2 attacking sets. There's 2 attacking guys and no midfield. Z, welcome Z. How are you? This thing of Casey not winning cups, I've never seen him do smile. But we've won cups this year. Sesame fans waiting for us to lose. Kaboga says, what's the idea behind Vuma? Keep slowing the game down. I don't get it. I don't understand it. This is meant to be a transition team. But if you notice what they're trying to do is when they play the balls out, they play them wide and they're trying to win the first ball and play that be the inside play. It's something we did similar. I think it was when Baxter came back. We were trying to do something like that. What did I say, guys? What did I say? We've got a lot of effort and a lot of running, but there's nobody who can play the pass. Kaizer Chiefs players are stealing a living, says Sands. Hey, ex-Sundowns players after Sundowns. Seriously, no Sundowns players. Not one, not a one. I don't want any Sundowns players anymore. Stop signing people who have completed football and are coming to retire at a very nice place. They're no longer hungry. They're coming from a high performance place. They're coming from a competitive environment. They're coming from all of those things. And then they come to Chiefs, and within a couple of games, they sniff out. They go, "Hi, man." So I don't need to win to get my money. I don't need to win to be a superstar where everybody knows me. And they're giving us all of these, my notifications every day, they're blowing up. They end up becoming comfortable because, please, no more Sundowns players. If you want to get Sundowns players, it has to be stealing abo lithaku, stealing abo khoza, stealing abo mapena. People who haven't done much. You can't bring players that have completed football to come and play Chiefs. I'm tired. I'm tired. They retire nicely there. No, thank you. But to name your cups, well, there was a Kufa Cup. There was that cup in the Eastern Cape when we beat Sundowns. Jokes, guys, jokes. What is Chiefs playing, Mara? This is a helicopter game. Unfortunately, there we go. Oh, decision making. Oh, decision making.
Bafana, man. What?
The pitch is poor. There must be pitch requirements are equal. Hey, Paballo, but it's been helping us. If you watch our box, there's some long grass there that's stopping them from playing. Cross should come on for the clock. Oh. But I guess Cross is a 60-minute player. Maybe if you bring him on, he might do something different than if he's starting. Guys, talk. Can they talk at the back? Guys. Do these guys not know each other? What's happening here? Chiefs is a retirement home. I feel like Kaizer Chiefs coach hates winning. What Kaizer Chiefs is doing is like I'm watching kids football, says Miles. So OT, you want oh, the youngster. No, I think that he still needs to develop a little bit there at Sundowns. You know, it's still very early in his career for him to be going to Kaizer Chiefs. So no, let's not bring him in just yet. Umkhulise. Cape Town City with a shot. Okay, 33 minutes in. Guys, it's been two teams that get the ball into the final third but can't finish it off. That's what we've been watching here, basically. That's what we've been watching here. Dubai is struggling lately, says last of last. Sam says, even if you put these guys in the Penapau, ipolela corner. Let's not blame the pitch. I'm saying the pitch has done us a favor. There's been a couple of times where Cape Town City gets into the box and then they hit that patch of grass. There's a patch of grass deciding like a little clock. But it crosses the freeway. Dupreez is asleep. Guys, why are we making Dupreez? Why are we making Dupreez a 10? Why is Dupreez false nining? Our fastest player, who we know can't trap properly, can't pass properly, and his only good thing is that he runs in behind. He outpaces defenders to go score. Why is that man playing false nine? Like, why do we choose to make things so complicated? Dupreez, stand with the center backs and wait for the through ball. Oh, Sahil he's even changed sides. He's even changed sides. Hi guys, the way he's even changed sides. I don't know if that's a tactical switch. Yeah, a tactical smart, but let's see. There's Chiefs players who they just met in the morning. My guy, Tapelo, Kopozo says only supporters want to win, but the players, management, and coach don't care about winning. Don't care about putting together a plan. I just need a plan at this point. Chiefs must use the 3-5. There's a huge fly that just walked in. That just flew in. Anyway, Chiefs must use the 3-5-2 formation. Pirates overcame that need. Now it's Chiefs' turn. Minangazi Guti. You know what, ne? Minangazi, what's going on?
I don't know what you guys are doing. I'm trying to figure out the formation. I'm lost.
Both teams, the final ball is a problem. Kaizer Chiefs players that cannot trap Aisuile. Been complaining about someone who can lead Chiefs. Yeah, somebody said here that there's no leadership. Let me just find it. Kahiso says, but OT, we don't have a leader. True, that is true. Nobody wants to take responsibility. The quality of football is that of an NFT game, says Butlali. Don't sleep on the NFT. The NFT has some good games. There's some good games. Oh, not easy. You just came back, brother. How are you out already? It looks like he's going to be out again. Let me see if we can't get something from Etrugal. The Cape Town City teams don't know Etrugal. He's going to start shouting at them. Not easy. You can't be injured already. Okay, let me see. Fell on the ball shoulder, brings one in to play 10. Questa, I've wanted that. I've wanted that. Ever since Jose Rivera got a hold of Uzwane, man, I've been like, oh, Kshuti Uzwane, Axi 6, he's not an 8, he's a 10. Jose figured that out in 1 week of being with the boy. Pasapolo Saile, He watched the run. He watched a run right in front of him, and he chose to do that step over that he does. He chose to do that step over that he always does. Try say let 10 and see the magic. Chiefs don't have a box-to-box pivot. If they use an 8 with a converted fullback in the middle. Nah, they tried that. I think we tried that with Santi at some point. I would say you just need to get the roles right. I don't like Mart, but I think Mart could be a box-to-box 8 that supports a 10, right? I think if it wasn't for Castillo being injured, you would put Castillo almost in the 8 or the 10, simply because the late runs into the box that he does are incredible. But I think Mart could be a great box-to-box 8, a box-to-box mid, and keep Mteto as the 6. But you need a 10 that's awake, you know, if that makes sense. Villa could have started in the right wing. He creates most of our chances. Whatever coach tells Sail and Chivavairo, Chiefs need a 6. Minangazi, guys, minangazi. But a plan needs to be made. In Kaleli plan, mean. Look at that. Look at that. Niprasano too. Look at the talk. Look at, okay, they're covering him at least. Duba's covering him. Ow. Can't give him Teto. Man. Guys, can we give him Teto credit, man? Can we give him Teto credit? He has really come in. That's the ball you play to praise. But you've got to praise. You know what, ne? Just go 4-4-2 and have to praise and Shabalala up front and chase balls. Guys, I don't know what they're doing here. I don't know what they're doing here. Whatever coach tells Saile, same Shandis. I'm going to say Shandis. Chiefs need to sign Donlo. Wonder, do you know what's funny? When he was signed, Kana Donlo came from, was it Amazulu or Gallants? Anyway, when Donlo was available, I cried because I really wanted Donlo at Chiefs. But I wouldn't take the Donlo now at Pirates because it seems as though he doesn't have that thing, man. He doesn't want to carry, he doesn't want to play, he doesn't want to give effort. And I'm scared that would be magnified at Chiefs. So if you watch Undlondo when he comes in for Pirates, man, it's like akafuna ukudlala, and you don't want that at Chiefs, man. At least at Pirates, there's some competition in order to make sure that, man, even if you're not playing, you might want to play because of the competition. Mara at Chiefs, oh, where is Dupree? You guys are gonna think I'm crazy. You guys are gonna think I'm crazy. But the key, and like last time, was it not last time? There was a game we played versus Cape Town City last year where we beat them. And Mtansane was on the pitch. And all Mtansane was doing was playing a through pass on the ground in behind the defense. And Dupreez was just taking advantage of that. Dupreez scored a goal, if I'm not mistaken. Ran past, put it into the corner. Why are we trying to make players that can't do higher grade things do higher grade things instead of just simplifying the football? Simplify the Saile. Another run that happened right in front of you because you want to shoot. This is the problem I have when I see Saile on the Woosa. There's also something. Gonje, there's Castillo. That guy once gave us problems. Yeah, gives one a free role because he's not a defensive player. Junior must consult. What you must consult him for? No. Can't show the live show. You can't show the game. Copyright. I will get banned. So I can't do that. I will mind like both teams, but we are in for the 41st minute. How it works is that halftime, I will let in 5 people. We will analyze what's happening in the game, and then we'll go from there. 35,000 likes is what I'm looking for the second half to be open. Everybody can then jump in, and you can tell me exactly what you're thinking as well. It was Gallants, ne? It was very. You guys need Saleng. Babalo says Kaizer Chiefs has lost its identity. Can't even identify similar players like Yeye Shaba, Jostad Ladla, Katsande, any of those. Shaba trying to carry the team alone again. Yeah, look, I'm gonna give him credit. I'm giving the boy credit because he is at the very least realizing that someone needs to take responsibility. Someone needs to take responsibility, and I think he's gonna do it. But it's not something that's sustainable. Chief Nisaleng influence says Khomoto. I got it, Khomoto. Hey, you confused me there with those emojis. Chiefs must just go get Lepasa because these Oaks can't even score. Can Lepasa play in this team though? Where is Cirino? I'm not sure. There was an injury, if I'm not mistaken. Our forwards can't think that unmatched. No, you know what, guys? I like that you're coming back. I said this from the beginning. You cannot fault Saile, Duba, Dupreez. You can't fault them for running. They run, Shembon. They run, and they run hard. Ne? Mara. You need somebody who's going to just play the ball to them. Put them on the end of balls instead of asking them to be part of the ball play that's coming up. That's the guy Chiefs need Saleng. Hey, Nimelu Saleng. But the coaches in the PSL are too strict. They want players to do what they can't do. That's my problem. You know, it's one thing having your style of play and being resolute in it. But it's another thing because I feel like, okay, let me explain it like this. You know what the coaches in the PSL lack? The coaches in the PSL lack losing the ego and realizing that this is the players that I have. I can cry, I can call, I can want everything, I can call for everyone. But if those guys, you're not going to get the players that you want. You're going to have to. Okay, am I good? Am I back? Okay, I'm back. Sorry, guys. I'm fighting a fly here, but it seems my backup has killed the fly. Hey, that's not my studio, guys. Let's go back to all of those teams that once gave us Abo Yeye and Abo Shawalala. Still 0-0. We need wingers. Then you will see the importance of Shaba and Dupreez. I don't even want the wingers, guys. I don't even want the wingers. I just need the basics to be done. I feel like we're just trying to be too complicated for our own goods instead of just playing to the basics. You know? And that's what's killing us. 2 minutes added on. We've got 1.5 minutes of it. So please, guys, if you want to jump in, get ready to jump in. And we can go from there. But yeah, that's my only problem here. Honestly speaking, what was Hamba Dupreez doing in right wing? Why is he there? You know, was it coach Stellenbosch? They asked him about Abom Tetwa. They asked him about Dupreez. Upaka, and I'm going to paraphrase what he said. Upaka basically said that, you know, when I had Dupreez and I had Mtetwa, I didn't ask them to do anything complicated. Trap the ball, give it to one of the other midfielders if you're playing the 6. You know, Dupreez, I don't need you to come back and do all of that stuff. I just need you to be ready when we hit the counter to run. Just run at the other defense. So for me, you have to orientate yourself to these players and do simple things. A lot of people, I did a video where a lot of people misunderstood what I was saying. Guys, there's no, you know, this idea of quality players. There's very few truly quality players. Look at what's happening at Sundowns right now. Our depths are being shown to be not that amazing, but the system, what that was crafted around them, was doing a lot of lifting. So if Sundowns, with all of those players that they bought and all of the stuff that they're doing, could struggle with these guys, what are the Chiefs? Just have them do simple, guys. Very simple football, and just let them shine with what they know, guys. That's all you need to do. Lento ukuthi uzofika ngabo 4-3-1-2 inverting, and I want and I want this and I imagine trying to invert to the top. A player who has never played inverting. You remember what he was at Supersport. Now you want to invert him. What's going to happen? If you're trying now to do these really crazy things with some of these players who have never done that, what are you going to expect? Unless you are a really, really good development coach and you can develop these things in the players, which also doesn't exist properly in our football, then you're going to see them be bad. You get what I mean? So, Mina, that's how I feel about all of this. Let me go to Vusi. Vusi, welcome to the show. How are you?
Hey, Oti, kunjani ma Oti?
Hi, Mane, Vusi. I think Nimnandi, because we are not under pressure like that. It's an open game. Mara, angiko mnandi from what I'm seeing. What are you seeing from this game?
Firstly, Oti, let me say, we've got rivals fans that want to see us fail. They keep on saying the game is boring, the game is what. I'm glad Agent is here. He's gonna have his point of view. I missed him, so he's been commenting on the group. He never comes to the panel. He's been on the what you call behind the scene. I'm glad he's now on the camera. Yeah, Oti man, I think we need someone like what you ban this guy, number 22, Matlo. We need someone who can put the foot on the ball and say, okay, now let me make a decision. We don't have a decision maker in the team. Yeah. For now, we are playing very well, but we just need a decision maker who can supply those boys. The boys are running. Saile's problem is one. He wants to prove a point. He runs with the ball when he's supposed to pass. Like, if he can just come down, pass the ball, get into the space. We've got speedy. Captaincy is not threatening. I don't know what are they playing. I don't even see what are they playing. But I think we're going to win this game. I'm confident, Oti. I'm confident we're going to win it 2-0.
Tell me about Saile. Is he one of the players that we're expecting? Like, we know what he is. Are we expecting something different? What do the coaches see, man, Saile? Can you maybe try put yourself in their shoes?
Oti, I think is the matter of let me give him chance before I can say put him on a transfer list. He wants to give everyone a fair chance. now that he has given him a chance, we can say, like, we can confirm that he's not a player that we need. I'm not gonna say he's not quality, but he's not a player that we need in the Kaizer Chiefs jersey. So I think he
Okay.
must just open a spot for one. Maybe from, I saw they wanted a guy from is Colombia or somewhere. I
Yeah.
think it's time for him to say goodbye, my man.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna come back. Vusi. Let me bring in Ace of Spades. Ace of Spades, welcome. How are you?
Welcome, how are you?
No, I'm good.
Hello?
My tell me about the first half. How did you feel about it?
I think the only standout would be Umthetho. I think he's been playing well.
Yeah.
And then besides Umthetho and Shabalala trying. But Mina, I'm questioning Nebi. Technically, we still look poor. We have not improved. Like how now that ukutla bantu ba trainer decks. What check this coach about Nusema. How
Yeah.
his team plays compared to Nebi. So I don't know what's wrong with Chiefs because most players they look below average. And this hype guy, Miguel, that guy, I think Ukwinika deserves a chance. That guy he has a lot of mistakes in his game. Yes. So I don't know where Chiefs is. Where do you start? Because everyone looks below average at times, and as we see now, and these boys, Otuba or vilakazi, will eventually burn out. So I don't know where's the problem with Chiefs. Where do they start?
Well, what do you say to people that say that, of course, Nabi can't do anything with these guys. He needs to go out and fetch players. He needs to sign players for him to work. What do you say to that thought?
That won't work because all these high players they become average. Look at Miguel, Usaile. They were high players who to these African teams. When they come there, like they fail with the basic technical awareness, all those things. So it's not as simple as people say it is. But I just think there's a lot of things that I don't know. It's beyond Nebi, or there's a lot of things that's happening with Chiefs that is just too much. You see.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna come back. Let me bring in Sinje. Sinje, the showstopper. Welcome. How are you, my brother?
Hey, hey, Mr. Uti. I don't know which football people are watching, but anyway, what's up?
Tell me about this game. Welcome.
Listen, I think Nabi has a certain way that he wants to play, and we can see in week out that he has stuck to that.
Guys, please mute. Please
particular
mute.
squad. No, it's me.
Okay.
I think Nabi has a certain style of football that he wants to play. He has a certain number 10, the way that his 10 wants to play. He wants a 10 that drifts wide, left to right, and then also a 10 that can invert into a 9 and also drift into a 7 or 11. So I've noticed that. I think that's why he has kept to play that 10, because you can see how Mdu is playing. It's not a 10 like we saw with Rivero, how he played to Osamkelo Zwan. You can see that he's a 10 that is seen in the left pocket, is seen in the right pocket as well. So I think he's got a way of playing. So I think now it's more or less of getting players that are there, getting a 7 that can drift into a 10 and an 8 like Serino. That's what he's trying to do with Uduba as well, to be a 11 that can come back into a 2, drift into a 10, and also drafting into a false 9 as well. That's the type of football that seemingly I'm watching, because that's what I'm seeing. But is this efficient? Is this what we need? Is the PSL the correct place for that football? That is the question that now I have. Because one of the things that I'm seeing is that the way teams are set up, that type of football for me is not. He needs to revisit it if it was me, because I think maybe it's good for Africa, but for PSL, I think we need that organic movement of playing, Mr. Oti.
So then, Sinje,
Yeah.
should he? We're now speaking about him doing all of that stuff. Is he going to be able to get the players that he wants to get in? Do those players exist? And can Chiefs go and get all of those requirements for him? Or is it just a pipe dream?
Look, I think Chiefs can offload some players to get those type of players. But I think it's also about finding a balance. I hear people are calling for Motaung. Have we forgotten what Motaung did in the second season? Or we suddenly now forgotten how he loses balls and how his passes go into the touchline. Now we're expecting a slow Motaung to play that type of a 10. We are committing suicide. We are going to kill that player. Players like Motaung should go. Players like Nkosi Ndiphile Ngcobo should go. If Napi is going to continue playing that type of football, players like Blom should go, because I don't think he wants that type of a six that we saw Blom is capable of doing, drafting into the left pocket to protect the left back and or the right back as well. Because we don't see Teto doing that. We don't see Mart doing that. We don't even see Castillo doing that. So the type of players that need to be offloaded, the Chiefs are quite a number in order for him to be able to play that particular football.
I'm gonna come back. Let me bring in Sbo. Sbo, welcome to the show. How are you?
Sure, Mr. O-Team.
Sbo, ngenzakalani kule game?
I know sometimes I wish we can have a panel, see discuss lento le nabajita. I always hear abantu bathi there's a way of playing Ganabi. I wish to understand which way is Ganabi playing, because I've also heard, if I'm not mistaken, maybe there's a way of Nabi playing. He playing like Ganabi Buffett, because I just see a guy who doesn't have a clue at the current moment what he's doing. But nonetheless, I wish to ask Mr. Otigwe, if you were chairman of a team like Kaizer Chiefs, team like Abu Manchester, big teams where Wonkama player 11, you look at Wonkama player, look on a lot of play, this is the quality. Everyone, even senior players, we're expecting something, they are doing nothing. I was looking at Tottenham yesterday, then I see Manchester, a captain like Bruno. Now we've got a captain like Marty. I'm talking about big teams here, where there's not even senior players, like when you were expecting they can save a team, they can do something, but there's nothing. So if we say you must buy players, I think you've asked now, should you buy 11 players now?
Well, will we be able to buy 11 players? That's the other part, because in as much as we might see the football, we might think that Nabi wants to do this and all of that stuff. Will he get all of those players that are going to play exactly how he wants to play? Or does he also have to give up some ego and maybe do something different?
And then my question is, actually, we can't buy 11 players. But even if you 11 players, we can go back to umuntu njengoba maqala season. Sundowns idlala, but simbona umanqoba ukuthi ngathi akana clue ukuthi wenzani. Mina at the current moment I believe ukuthi uNabi like is either ulahlekile, or even if siyamgcina ngaze kuphela season, still we keep on saying he need players, because for example everyone is ukhala ngoMart, ama supporters ukuthi Mart ayekho mnandi, uMart uyasikhabatha, ulibele uyachubeka uyamdlalisa, still indlela yakhe yokudlala ukuthi adlalisa ama player which we believe ukuthi they are not good enough for Kaizer Chiefs. Then Vilakazi, why you haven't given a chance to the boy who actually game na one? Simon, why you always give the boy a last minute? So there are a lot of things Nabi every time I see that, even if they are a winner or they are a drawer, I just feel like the guy just got a character of coach, I'm a lining, but baga coach, they like lapha kuNabi mfethu. Even now, look at the game. The game is so fast. The Kaizer Chiefs players are running, but you are doing nothing.
No, Ngzokubuza, I'm going to come back because I want to ask everybody a question. Let me bring in your agent. Agent, well rested, Chief. Welcome, brother.
Shalom. We are back.
I don't know what the break is going to give you, if it's going to be banter or analysis, but we'll see. Agent, tell me about this game.
No. Let's educate, and then we'll leave the bantering to Sinjay. I hear him also not bantering, just talking about underlipping and what. I'm like, things have changed, But onto the game, let me start by saying I'm kind of worried by the standard, to be honest with you. Today I was much focused on PPDA, the number of passes completed, and pay defensive action, The entire game, I think it only happened in the 46th minute by Chiefs, where they were able to complete 8 passes without the team interfering. Otherwise, there's been 5, 6, less than 6. So which means there's a lot of turnovers. So when there's a lot of turnovers, these are the kind of games where the praise has to be effective because there's a lot of turnovers, which means the defensive structure is not that good in a turnover. So I'm surprised that he's also having somewhat of a quiet game. So I'm worried about that first, and then also I'm also worried about the stats because all these players are falling down. So I'm wondering, what kind of stats are they putting in? Do they have backup stats? Because clearly the ground is wet. So I think that's another thing that I'm worried about. And then another thing which worried me was the entire game. From what I saw, there was only 10 passes which were completed under pressure. Where a person is pressing you and you don't have a way to go and you pass to your teammate. Only 10 passes by both teams. So it shows you how poor the game is in terms of the technical point of view. And also I'm somewhat disappointed by Cape Town City because I expected new manager bounce, different things, but this is the same Cape Town City that we saw under Tinkler.
Okay.
So that's disappointing. And then lastly, on Udupris specifically, it's wet. Players are slipping down. You are fast. Why are you not making the runs? Why are you not in the line of the defenders? So that's another thing which worried me about this game. So yeah, thank you.
I want to go to Vusi for time. Vusi, what changes would you make very quickly, and what's your score prediction?
I'll stick to my 2-0, and then I will bring on Umfundo Vilakazi and Ulon George Matlo just to hold the ball. We are just running, but no one is holding that ball. So I'll bring those two for me. And take out to Saile, not Duba. Hey, Duba for me, I don't know what's happening with nowadays, man. I don't know.
Okay. CJ, what are you changing in the second half? What's your score prediction?
One. When I buy 16, they must slice some more. That's what Raja coach said on the post-match interview.
Yeah.
CJ.
God, CJ.
This one I'll change. I'll take Duba out. And I'll put in the guy who was number 13. I'll give him a shot.
Okay.
I'll take Saile out and I'll put in Vilakazi. I'll take Mdu out and I would not risk it and put George Matlo. I'll rather put some good Ozwanes to play that extra 10. And I'll start the engine and say, let's fly.
Okay. Score prediction?
1-0 Kaizer Chiefs. We are going to be the first team in the Betway Premiership 2025 to have a win.
Hey, okay. Let me go to sports. What changes did you make second half? And this score sakho sithini prediction yakho?
Ngafaka uVilakazi, ngikhipha uSayile, then ngikhipha uMartin, ngifaka uBlom so that uBlom can control the midfield and start the movement. Then uMegwili lapha emuva, I can just ask him ukuthi abe still because I don't know if the guy is a sweeper or is a number 4. Nini umbona sekaku right, umbona sekaku left, and believe me, if we concede, uzongibuza so mistake izokwenziwa uye because the way he's running from the back is if umshini ubhekile uzongena straight ku central yethu because Megwili is just moving around all over, so I'll tell him to be still.
Okay.
The goal probably we can have 2 goals. It's either 1-1 or 2-0.
Okay. Hey, hamba nhliziyo. Agent, can you wrap it up for me there for the halftime analysis? What changes should be made and what's the score prediction?
I think for me, I would love to see Hashim Domingo. I would love to see Kamohelo Mkojo on the Cape Town side, because I think with those guys have the brains to release the players, and then on the other side, I would love to bring in Vilakazi because I think he has an eye for a pass, and what is those guys' name? Zwane also, he has an eye for a pass, and I would, contrary to what people may think, I would leave Ranga because I think this is not Ranga but Saile. I think this is a Saile kind of game, going through the defenders, people falling down, you know. So Dupree's Saile, I think those are your two scorers. So I think 2-0 Chiefs.
Okay. No, guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the halftime analysis. We have passed my mark of 35,000. So I will allow everybody to come in and give me a minute of what they're thinking of the game. I just want to jump in and say that we are in the second half. If you want to know the time, just add 45 to whatever my timer says right now. So it's 1 minute 49 right now. If you add 45 to it, you'll know that it's 46 minutes going to 47. That is how it is. I just want to jump in. I love the conversations we're having about Kaizer Chiefs. And all I'm hearing is that this style, this setup, this play is far too complicated for these players. And maybe these players are getting choked. All of these instructions. Just simplify that thing, you know? I think in this game, we're asking Mart to do a lot. We're asking Shabalala to do a lot. Mtetwa has had to cover so many balls that have gone, that have caught Chiefs offside or caught Chiefs a little bit off there. So I think maybe we're doing something too complicated, man. Just simplify this thing and have the players play the ball. We need to have a brain in there, whether that comes in the form of a deep-lying brain, maybe Mart taking a little bit of that control that side, or a Zwane coming in and playing a 10. But we need someone who can control this game. But they're not going anywhere with the ball. They're just running. Everybody's doing everything. Everybody's just running everywhere. And there's nobody who can just sit down. Look at the positioning of Duba and Mart right there. And Dupree's. Why is Duba, who's meant to be covering the left, running down the center, but Dupree's is not aware enough to cover that space? They even changed sides. So, I mean, I don't know. It's been an open game. Both teams have been going back and forth. Both teams are lacking in the final ball, the final decision-making, and it's making it look very poor as a product. But as a Chiefs fan, selfishly, I'm looking at it and I'm going, guys, I mean, I'd rather it be like this than Guti, we're chasing the ball and the other team's outplaying us. Rather, we both be ugly and someone gets the win from there than us being outplayed. Oh, he made the pass. Saile made the pass. And then, okay. Anyway, let's see. I'm going to let people in. Now, remember, guys, you have 1 minute. I'm going to give you a minute. I may ask you a question, a follow-up question, but I'm going to give you a minute to just tell me what you are thinking about the game. And we're going to try to get as many people in as we can as we go along with that. It's Mdu. Now Frostler's pushed up. Look out for the counter. Here's another thing. You're crossing the ball. South African football, where South African football takes me out. When Ranga's on the pitch, you will not see one cross. But when Saile and Dupree's on the pitch, they're crossing. When Ranga's on the pitch, you're going to see him dropping back and trying to go win the balls and play the ball there at the back. And you'll wonder, Guti, Mara guys, are we playing to these players' strengths? Like, sometimes I just ask that question. Dupree's is fast. Play balls in behind and have him chase the ball. Why are you making him drop back and link play? Counter. Oh, counter. Oh. I'm going to come to you guys now. Cape Town City has scored. But I'm back.
Each time when I come here, I am abused.
Each time when I come here.
My wind is very down. Down. I'm trying to say, you see on the floor, then my wind is there. Like, down. Like, Langutana, do you understand?
Langutana, do you understand me?
Ase ngapetu kake moyeni, ngapetu kwathi petu.
Hi, Cape Town City takes the lead. Counter-attack from a corner, nobody was back, 3v1, and the goal was scored. So let me see, Blessing. Oh no, who's here? What's happening? Did it kick people out? That Chiefs left side, Frostler's side, where was the rest defense? Whom is at fault here? Each time you complain about Pirates' performance and forget about Chiefs. Ah, you stupid Mina! Mina, if you listen to me speak about Chiefs, man, we've given up about this thing. And I'm left with them on my ticket. Got Ngdlala Ngokusupport. Guys. Even there, Cape Town City, it wasn't the best decision making, but bakorile. So 1-0 up. End of the day, Chiefs is an average team. Like Polokwane, Chiefs is not a big team. Don't compare us to Polokwane. Polokwane is better. Questa says, bring in Blom and Zwane. Cape Town City. Oh, Chiva standing up. Chiva Virus standing up. Okay. I said it, Chiefs will lose, says Elisa. Pega again. Again. Ay, man. What is with this team and defending? What is wrong with this team? And what did I say to you guys? Left-hand side. The moment you take the Klokwe out of it and he pushes up, that means Dotley has to go chase the ball. Look at where Miguel was standing. Because nae ukijimisi ball. Like, guys, Mania Chimbini Monday. And maybe if we have former soccer players here, can you please just enlighten me? On Mondays, do you not sit down and look at what was happening throughout the week? You see what happened to the Klokwe there? It's the reason why we think crossing Kom. The reason why we think crossing Kom. Because whoever's meant to be marking your left wing, what did I say? It doesn't make sense for Duba to be there. And then Duba's inside, but Utupriz is not ready to cover. So when we've seen that with Cross, how many times? We've seen it with Klokwe now. Look. Look who's getting that ball. Look who's getting that ball. Totally. Aye, guys. Forget about quality. Forget about the quality conversation. All I'm asking for now, Wabana right now is, can we study the game and then go? Ditlokwe, you're not allowed to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Duba, you can't go up. I said at the beginning of the game, we commit 4 players. But the problem is that when we commit 4 players, shot Abantu to cover the left and right wings specifically. Usually Usirino on the left-hand side, and because Usirino's there and he's not coming back, he's not defensive, your left back has to push up. We've been saying this for weeks. In fact, I could actually play a recording of what I've been saying about this team. And they still concede the same way. That goal that was scored there was the same goal that Polokwane City scored against us. Same goal. There was no pressure. We went 1-0 down. We weren't trying to chase the game. But how do you have one defender? Where's your right back? Where's your other center back? Where's your CDM? I'm not a professional player. I've never been a professional player in my life. But even just playing Kokasi, when you push up, you tell somebody to stay back. These guys don't even talk like that. But anyway, hi man.
Without I must consider Miguel because he's running all over the ground. Now it chance about we Mr. Manje after goal. Still like a good position, and he's a senior player. He's supposed to be controlling the defense, telling the players how to move. But he's the one who's always on the right, on the left. It's like actually a shot. I have to cover a player every time. And believe me, if you consider foot, coach. If you remember before you have time, I said to Mshini uzobona ukuthi if for you to move kakhulu, that's where the space is corner lapho.
Yeah. Mara asilungisi ngani? What's going on, Spoguti? Singayilungisi leyo ndaba because it's something that has been with Chiefs the whole year.
That's where I start questioning now. Does he know what he's doing now, or somehow? Because these are things that if you check out, training. If you check out my video, if you can make Polokwane consider kanje again, second consider put kanje na, unabi kanti what's wrong because we are not listen to listen mfethu. If you check our games, even there's a game emakesi last cover khona 2-0. These are same mistakes esaluza ngawo.
Yeah.
So the question is either you get 11 players. Does Nabi understand ukuthi kwenzakalana around indaba ye-Chiefs? What do we need? Where we need to ukuthi sikhuphula amakazi?
Tell mina, nangu rangu genile. I want to ask you about Uranga. Urangu genile, he's picking up the ball in the middle of the pitch. What? I don't understand. I don't understand, man.
That's another problem. Who's gonna pass him? That's a question. If ungenile manje, who's gonna pass him the ball? Because look at Shabalala. Shabalala, we celebrated last week, my Kora. But he's coming with a blow from the center until our Kora. Same thing today. The point now, believe it or not, one alandi pull from the center, Akichimena, because I come to Pasayo, I come to Crossela. At this point, I even believe Gucci. Then Gucci Ufagaboshivaro, Tetu Tubum Fage, a boxini, Uvilas later side in, because Utuba can play a boxinemos.
But I see that. Why is the instruction not Ranga, Tale Boxin? Tale Boxin, don't drop back. We were crossing now for Dupreez. We're crossing for Dupreez and Sahil. We're not going to see a cross for the whole game with Turan.
That's my question, Mr. Ochi. That has been my question. Does now we have a clue what's happening? Because everyone we need to get him players. But try with them a player now. If you're playing about market small teams, you can play with what we have. We don't need to. We're gonna get you players made for our Sundowns, big games. These kind of games about Cape Town City, we must compete here.
Okay, no sport. Let me bring in the Bongs. Bongs.
Yes, OT.
What's going on, Bongs?
No, like Bu and Tabua over the same thing that I'm thinking about. But the problem is Nabi Gabon for another idea, but not an idea that could work with the players Anna Linton. The players Anna Linton are not doing what he wants to play at Kaizer Chiefs.
Yeah. Mara, shouldn't he adapt? We're always asking players to adapt. Shouldn't coaches adapt as well?
Adapting doesn't just happen in a day. It's gonna take a lot of time. So we have to be patient about the way Abatangwa Palakating and how the players need to adapt to system Abatangwe Bapa.
So recover patient ka the result man. Ka bona go ba patient, but is there a point where the results become too much?
Yeah, there is a point where results become too much because now we are losing to teams who are lower than us, who were supposed to have been beating. So
if I was to ask you to win this game for me, how would you win this game for me?
Play Shivabairo as a striker, then play Ashley just behind Shivabairo. Maybe the crosses like Zbu and Taguari. We need someone who can get crosses for our strikers. So there's no one who's crossing the ball. This is why Negere Shaba should go to the left and maybe play Villa in the right. Then maybe we can get something out of it.
Okay, Bongs, last question. If Palazwan came in,
it might end in a 1-1 draw.
Hubua Pilu or how are you making that one?
I'm just being realistic. 1-1 draw.
Okay, Bongs. Let me bring in Papa Zero. Papa Zero. Same old. Welcome.
Compliments, OT.
Complaints, man. Ke complaints, Janu. I still compliment.
You know, I think the anything I blame Nabi for nothing, man. You know, everything is on Nabi. What about the players? You know, like we put too much blame on Nabi. I mean, these players, they don't want to take accountability. They don't want to take their chances. I mean, even the first half, when limited, bowling by shooting, wa pass. Like, that responsibility, or you know what, let me just strike this one. Hopefully, it can not bambaye, then about later. Understand? And I'm not that said like a substitution ya Ntwengele ya Shivaviro, but Shivaviro, you know Shivaviro why it strength is high, we tell weakness high. It's not a kind of strike all the collected. This guy we khale na ba re wa lalla. In number 9, straight 9, he's not good trapper. He's very slow.
So you call or move a ball, we sharp same time, or trepa ha one work or so it's not someone to collect because that's where he loses the ball. You understand? So if we can play to his strength, I think we can get something out of this game and even future games. You understand? I mean, and someone said it, and I'm glad someone said it. Duba kana haba motsa gunto yin nele striker.
Nele striker, yeah.
Yes, he's very good Naheli striker. I mean, the reason why Bamo promoted is because he was scoring goals. So why can't they also play him as a striker? You understand? Why can't they play him as a striker if Bafilo or these ones are failing to do the job? You understand? So now we keep on blaming the coach. Why are we blaming these players? No one has blamed the players. Like everyone, it's on the coach. Coach. This style of play, what? No. My brother, you know what? My give Chile win a couple. It come from nowhere. So do you want to tell me how the Buma Gays are better than Chiefs? No ways.
Yeah.
No ways.
I think, Papa Zeko, just to answer you, for me, I don't speak a lot about the players because I think now I'm just looking at the players and the way that they're playing and I'm saying, but we know their strengths and weaknesses. So if now we are in week 15 or 13 or whatever, how many games he's played, and they're still making the same mistakes, I look at the coach and I say, Mara, who's meant to correct those mistakes? You know, it's not to say that I'm letting the players off of the hook. No way. But I'm saying that, Mara, guys, if, like, for example, what you said about Chivavairo now, if Vele Chivavairo is the one who's dropping back himself, maybe he's going against the coach's instructions, I blame him the first 2 or 3 times I see it. But once I see it 4, 5, 6, 7 times, I look at the coach and I say, Mara coach, now Umuntu is not listening to you. What are you saying about this? You get what I mean?
True.
That's where I sit with this. It's not, I mean, I've given up on the players. I've even said that, hey, maybe we're trying to be too complex. Too much. Just, wait, you speak about Makesi. Do you know what I love about Makesi? Makesi knows Chipazes is going to save 7, and then all we need is a counter. Tirambadare on the left-hand side, he's going to cross it into Wanda Boy Makubu. They don't do anything else. Yeah. You get what I mean?
No, I get you 100%, and you are 100% on point. I mean, like you are saying, we need to blame the coach. I mean, a game like this, you need Modi, you need Vilakazi, you need Zwane, you know. You need to put Shiva very okay, bro, I will shift na ko kopile ko. Then Modi ba mo tlhabela di bolo ka mogare. Zwane is very good ka di passing. Ba mo tlhabela di bolo in the middle. And you tell also the Duba, I must akampo wa twina di 9. You understand? Duba na le pace gore ka collect. Shiva very unnecessary. You understand? I mean, it's an easy game to win, but we are complicating the mona. And Rapasana too much being happy.
Okay. Papa Zeko, over time, let me bring in Fistos. Fistos. Can't say Fistos. Os can't say Fistos. Os can't say Fistos. Hey, man.
Sorry, Brian, I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at you, but I'm laughing at Upapa. Ne? And the reason why I'm laughing at Upapa, he started by saying that we don't have to blame the coach. And then later, he said that Duba is a striker. But then you must ask yourself, in the position where Duba is playing, who is putting him there? That's where you must look at the problem. The coach has an influence on how a player can perform and where a player can be allocated. Our players were Chiefs currently, that's my own view. They are not being placed in the position where they can fully express their potential to a maximum. Let's look at Ulumfana Lona Uzwane. We saw Uzwane the way Adlalenga Kona go Black Label. Ne? And then now you come to Kaizer Chiefs. Does he get that opportunity to play the role that he was playing go Black Label? So the problem mina nento engibonayo nge-Chiefs is ukuthi everyone associated with the Kaizer Chiefs, they are confused. nama fans, nonke technical staff, no Bobby, everyone, you are all confused because you want results, but to build a structure, how are we going to get our results? Aninas, you just want the glory back, and the glory back cannot be something as will happen overnight. That's where the problem is. Gukmanje, unabi utuya builder. What is he building? What is he having currently? That is a structure which is in place for the Kaizer Chiefs. There is nothing a positive from Kaizer Chiefs. There is no style of play. There is absolutely nothing. But tunabi utuya build. I'm fans ngapa city. We want results. We want positive results. But how are you building towards that?
Is it maybe Fistos one of the issues that I don't wanna put my fellow fans. Is one of the issues that maybe lento esifunayo is not maybe something that's going to work for Chiefs. So for example, maybe we need to play ugly at this point of the game. We need to play ugly. We don't need to be inverting. We don't need to be doing those things. It's just about results. It's just about grinding games. And then zinye. Or are we also the problem that is funaguti? It must look beautiful as well right now. Maybe.
That's where the problem is. Yabona, the standard that is set by Sundowns, it put pressures to everyone. And the Sundowns to be where they are, it took time to build what they have. So at the end of the day, Tina Sifuna Ugmita is standard of Sundowns, but you don't look at what you are having. First of all, Ushiva Viro, do you think that Shiva Viro is a striker that can give you 5 goals plus in a season? He is not. He can't give you 5 goals. But it's someone that you are having in the team. It's someone that you rely him to be a starting player on the team. But then at the end of the day, what will Shiva Viro give you? Nothing. So the problem economy, Mr. Otin, njengoba uyibeka, what we are having or what they are having at Kaizer Chiefs is not what can give our fans what they want. As you are correctly saying, Guti, you must play it ugly and get our results and try to develop a structure. It Chiefs are in a structure. You don't know ukuthi igoli lakhona lizovela kuphi. Lo mfana lo uba nomduduzi. Umduduzi will struggle azama kurukuruze and get that goal, but that goal, it does not come on a structure or on a way that inakunji dlala ngakhona in terms of his style of play. So if I can ask you guys as Chiefs supporters, what is the current Chiefs style of play? How are you planning to get a goal? Who do you pass the ball to create those chances for strikers? Umat is not a creator. And let's be honest about it. Umat is not a creator. Uban this guy lo nimthethe ku Stellenbosch angimazi manje sekacala nokunona manje. That guy Umthetho is not your one man box to box defender. He is just there. He is just there. So the problem with Kaizer Chiefs, the structure is not there. So the question is, when are you gonna have the structure? You're gonna say, Guti, you blame it Unabi. Then you'll ask yourself, Guti, Unabi as a coach, what is he trying to implement? Because Majiseka dlale more than 8 Yama games. But then what is the style of play Kaizer Chiefs? Listen, it excited, ngaso stadium for son. There is nothing. Come guys, the day Enzo dlala nama team are very good like Ipagania. Ebafethu nzogibela u8 nani.
Sundowns has already showed us. But for time, Mr. For time. Let me jump in.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you to the first round. This is all I hear. After that first round, man. Hey.
Abantu bayakhala angikhala sikhala sibaningi nangumngani wami ngabe uyakhala sikhala sibaningi.
Okay, we are 70th minute right now. It is still 1-0 with Cape Town City. Cape Town City has elected to bring on Abomkoto to maybe solidify that midfield. It seems like Amato, the white guy that has just come on, he's also a very defensive-minded player. So Mushin, it looks like he wants to close. He wants to shut the game, and we go from there. I'm gonna keep letting people in. I just want to jump in for a second. Look, guys, Mina, personally, I'm tired of saying the same things every week. My issue is, I think I've said this before. We are trying to solve problems that are not on our level. New players, inverting, quality, yeah, this all of these things that we're speaking about. That's a Sundowns level problem. That's a Pirates level problem. What Chiefs needs to do right now, or what they're meant to be doing, what they're meant to be doing is going, how do we earn that thing? So don't bring in the players when you're number 9. Bring in the players when at least Mazembe is number 5. Okay, I don't have Williams. I don't have Mokwena. I don't have Allender. I don't have Tito. I don't have Mfuke. What do I have right now? What do I have right now where I can just look at my team and say, you know what, guys? These are the strengths of the players. I don't want to see Ranga running at the back. I don't want to see Dupreez on the wing. Dupreez is on the wing right now. Dupreez is on the wing right now. Dupreez can't cross a ball. So now I ask you the question: if Dupreez wins the ball and we play it up the line, what final thing am I looking for from Dupreez playing on the wing? Why is he there? Uranga, we've now seen he can't trap a ball when he's playing with his ball back against the defense deep in. He can't trap the ball. He can't play a pass. So why am I watching Ranga down there? Why am I watching Ranga over there? Why am I watching Ranga doing those things? Why are we asking these players to do a bunch of things that they don't understand? Guys, sometimes good building phase. I'm seeing building phase here in the comments. Guys, building phase is not the building. It's not the windows. It's not the architecture. It's a foundation. Foundations are not sexy. Foundations sometimes you can't even tell what the final product is going to be, but you put it down so that at the very least you're doing something. I'm expecting something. Many teams in the PSL don't have identity. I'm not going to make it like it's just Chiefs. Many teams in the PSL don't have identity. But sometimes you just need to go, guys, what do I need to do with what I have right now? I'm still going to say, I don't want to see any signings at Chiefs in January. I need them to sit down for the next however many months and decide, this is what we're going to play, this is what we're going to see, this is what we're going to do, these are the players that we need. Because what's going to happen is that January, you're going to sign a bunch of randoms again. I hear Ufistos saying that Ranga can't score 5 goals. Ranga scored 17 before coming to Chiefs. 17. Ashley Dupreez is not quite. Ashley Dupreez was doing great things. What did Ashley Dupreez's coach say? He said, you don't need him to do a million things. I just need him to run in a straight line, get in behind defenses, and take chances. We'll give him 7 chances for him to score the 2 chances that he needs, but we're not going to complicate things. Not only are the players trying to find themselves, the players are also trying to figure out something that they don't play. But anyway, hey, before I get too far down there, let me bring in the next guys. So hopefully somebody can give us some individual brilliance. My fear over here is that we're going to end up playing, it's going to end up similar to how it ended up with Ipulukwani, where we started trying to get into the game and playing, and we've made attacking subs and all of that stuff, and we get caught out in a counter. That's what I'm scared of here. I'm just hoping that our rest defense, man, when we're taking out Abo Frostle and all these guys, I'm hoping the rest defense, we've at least thought about that. Zwat.
OT, how are you?
Hey, Zwat, I don't know how to feel. Guys, please mute when you come in. How are you feeling about this game, my brother?
It was a very, like you said, Kaizer Chiefs scare me in the first half. When you see them taking these chances, opportunities in the first half and not actually converting them, you then start worrying. Because if you don't take the chances in the first half, these teams then come back in the second half, which is the thing that is happening consecutively. Kaizer Chiefs always start strong. Second half, it's always bad. So I think when people say, oh, blaming the players, I think it is now a coach's responsibility and a coach's problem to then say, okay, gentlemen, I see. This is how we want to start the game.
Yeah.
Strong and uh, get the chances in the first half.
Mm.
Second half, how do we come back then? Second half, once we have gotten the chances, game management. Let's manage the game this way. Let's park the bus. Dirty football, like you said. I think at this point, I don't even want to see football being played, your tiki takas, your style of. I just want a goal, just win. At this point, it is just a point of just play whatever needs to be happen to get a goal. Because I hear, like you said, people are just focusing on problems that are not ours. You're talking about style of play. How style of play? How when you're not even performing? Your games, your performances are up and down. You win one game, you draw, you lose. So I think just Chiefs' original style of play, dirty football, manage the game, which we are then struggling to do because only have one clean sheet in the whole season so far, which is a very, I don't know. And coach's decision with the subs is one of the biggest problems as well. I don't think he makes useful subs in terms of subs which are going to affect us positively or even make an impact in the game.
No. Go carry on. I've got you, my guy.
Oh, yeah.
So what would you do right now in the second half? Right now, we're sitting 77th minute. The players that we've got, I think we've done all our subs. How does Chiefs go forward here?
OT, it's a thing of this is something that happens every game. I don't think anything can be changed here. We try, yes, maybe if we try get a win, but they also defending, trying to solidify their defense and take that 1-0 win. I think what he should have done, you can see, you have Cross, maybe he's not match fit 100%. Play him first half, second half, then bring in your Ditlhokwe to solidify the defense and make sure that you have these defenders. Since I've seen the way Nabi likes to play, he likes to be defensive. So I think that's the way he should have done things. Other than that, I don't think there might be maybe that one opportunity that will come.
Okay, no. Thank you so much. Swat. Let me bring in Racket or Brad. Racket, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Mr. Oti. How's that?
I'm just hoping for something. Father God must help us. Tell me, what do you think about this game?
Yeah. I just wanna, I just wanna go to the players individually and then analyze on those individual players. You've been, I think maybe we've got, similar minds in terms of how we've been analyzing all these players. I wanna touch firstly on Dupreez. When we signed Dupreez from Stellenbosch, it was exciting. He was scoring goals. He was doing all those nice things. He was a good player. So what we had forgotten was that what made Dupreez to be what made Dupreez to be the best was to say, what is it that made Dupreez? What made Chiefs to sign Dupreez? Why are we not continuing with what he was giving to Stellenbosch with him? Why don't we do that? Because that's what will make Dupreez to be the best. And we're trying to force Dupreez to play a certain way of football, which hasn't been working for the past 2 seasons or so.
Yeah.
Secondly, I want to talk about Tetwa as well. He's just recently been signed by Chiefs. I think maybe he's going to be making a year now in June. So you also signed him. What was his best at Stellenbosch? Why are you not utilizing his best to say, okay, my guy, this is why we brought you here. This is the football that you play. This is what we want you to play at Chiefs. And then we stand for that. But we want to come here and we want him to be that creative kind of a defender, kind of a versatile, midfield, and it's not going to work. And then again, also having to bring Blom back. What was Blom giving to Chiefs when he left? Because he never gave Chiefs anything that was more of like tangible. He's just brought because he was signed in USA and people just got overexcited, and the management was like, "Hey, no, we want to make you guys happy
Yeah.
because we are signing the good players." But what
Familiar
was he
face.
giving?
Mm.
A familiar face, and he wasn't giving anything before he left. So I don't know why he was brought, and now he's even on the sub. He's not even struggling when he comes in. He can't even pass goatee. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then lastly, we've got this Bradley Cross. He came with exciting touches when first
Yep.
2, 1, 2, 3 games, and all of a sudden it's like we are also trying to change him.
Mm.
But the guy has shown, first thing as he came to Chiefs, he shown you, said, no, me, I'm this kind of a player. I'm a
Yeah.
ball player. I'm versatile. I can do this. I can do. But we're forcing him to play in a certain way that is not going to work for him as well. And you're going to end up even now pinpointing fingers at him.
Yep.
But he's a brilliant. Let me tell you, he's a brilliant defender. He's a brilliant number 3. He can give you the best 3 you can have. And hear that from me because I've seen him, I've watched him. And the coaches, I don't know, forget about management. There is problems and whatever that we're trying to insinuate there might be. I don't think there is. It's just a coaching thing that is there with Chiefs. Because the coach is not giving the players what they're supposed to be, and you are not even allowing them their own football. If you are not allowing, one thing about Pirates is that the coach is allowing the players to play their own football. So you have to also, have that identity kind of in Kaizer Chiefs and say, Cross, you're gonna play your football. Mtetwa, you're gonna play your football. Maudi, this is why we brought you here. You're gonna play that football that you used to know from Cape Town City. You gonna be doing 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's also know when we sign in players to say, I'm signing these players. He's gonna give us that kind of an attack kind of a thing, or that kind of a defense kind of a thing. And that's where we're gonna go right.
For time's sake, for time's sake, I'm just gonna jump in, guys. 83 minutes in. Thank you, Raketsope. Okay, so
thank you, my guy.
That counter that I spoke about, guys, almost happened. If there was better decision making from Cape Town City, maybe they score a similar goal to what Polokwane City scored. But the one thing I want to show you is even when they were chasing the ball, if you noticed, Dudley and Miguel were both chasing the same ball next to each other, not caring about what was happening behind them. So just communicate. But anyway, let me go to Kenny. Kenny, welcome to the show. How are you?
Sure. How's it, OT?
Hi, Kenny. But it's okay. Kenny, tell me about this game.
OT. I don't know. I don't even know what formation are we playing here. OT. But let me start with this, OT. Why don't you give this coach a chance? Let him sign the players that he wants. Because the coach, I don't think when he came here, he signed his players. He found those players there. So I want him I want him to give him a chance, sign his players. Then I can criticize.
Yeah.
Do you get me? So right now it's like that. I can't criticize him because he is new here. The style of football, South African football, or else why don't they get a South African coach like let's say 10 there in a technical team? Let him be familiar with this South African football. I don't know, but right now he seems clueless.
But then, Kenny, aren't we creating the same type of problem if we're allowed to sign players and allowed to sign players? Because aren't we going to turn around later on and say the next coach is going to come in and he doesn't play that football, so he must also get his own signings. Forget about the people that are there. Aren't we creating a vicious cycle of just new players upon new players upon new players? And every coach that comes in, or every year, every season we just go, nah, these guys are not the guys, and we just keep bringing in more.
No, it's not like that. Like you are bringing more players and stuff. Just he must be familiar with this South African football. So what he must do, he must just sign his players, there are a lot of players that are not Chiefs material there, that are just playing there. But if we can maybe sign 3 players that will fit his style of football, I'm telling you, Chiefs is got players. It's got
Okay.
players.
Okay.
These players, they play. Just they need the structure.
Yeah.
Get to know the South African football a little bit. Then you give Nabi a chance. OT, everything will be okay.
Okay. No, Kenny, for time's sake, I'm gonna let him CJ because we're getting towards the end of the game. CJ, can I just before you go in, I want to ask you a question about signings. How do you feel about signings, especially at Kaizer Chiefs?
I think we signed good players. I don't think the problem is the signing. I really do not believe that the problem is with the signings. I think the problem. Good to please. I don't think the problem is the signings. The signings are, I think they're good signings. My only problem, you see now, this game, is that this game means more to City than it does to us. If you look at the tackle, when the tackle is made, the high fives, the energy, you can see it, the aggression of the players, the well done, we've got this, we are winning. They've got that particular aspect of it.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it's not the same with us. I think we're playing with our heads down. And I think it's a problem with Kaizer Chiefs after they concede a goal, is that they play with their heads hanging down. And I think
should it be more important to us, Sinjay? Should it be more important to us? Isn't that part of the problem, that maybe the gravity of the situation, not just this game, but the situation shared Chiefs, shouldn't it be more important to us? And why don't we have that thing?
I agree with you. The question is, do we have the stamina for that? Do we have the stamina to play with that aggression every game? Will it take? Look, City can win this game. Are they going to continue playing like this in the next game? And the answer is no. They're only doing this because they are playing against Kaizer Chiefs. And a win against Kaizer Chiefs will do them their moral good. And I think that is also what these players don't understand, is that when clubs come and play against Chiefs, they are coming with all. They are here to knock out the giant.
Yeah.
And they need to have that mentality or that mental understanding as well, that there's no game where they can just relax and play with cruise control. You know? Otherwise, it's one of those games, man. It's one of those games where just one mistake, one shot, one bullet could fit. It's one of those things. One shot, one bullet. and funny enough, even if we can give Chiefs another chance, I don't see them scoring 2 goals. We can extend the minutes to 30 minutes after this game. I don't see them scoring 2 goals.
Okay. No, Sinjay, for time. I'm gonna come in, guys.
Penalty.
Okay. 89 minutes, guys. I'm gonna stop taking people just for now. We're gonna break down the game properly tomorrow. We're gonna break down the game properly. For those who are new here, the normal show is Monday to Thursday at 7 p.m. Unless Chiefs, Pirates, Sundowns, Banyana, Bafana are playing, then we have our watch-alongs. So we're gonna break it down properly tomorrow. There's a panel, there's panels, there's all of the stuff. Everybody gets to properly speak about it. Guys, I just feel like, man, there's a lack of responsibility at Chiefs. And I feel like everybody's pointing everywhere. The players are not playing well, so they're pointing to the coach. The coach is not coaching well, so he's talking about the quality of the players. Yay, management. There's so many things that are happening, and I just wish that somebody could just take control. You know, you can't have matches that, you see, Chiefs has lost control. Mushin Etrigal did okay in bringing on Mukocho and Amato to try and hold down that midfield. You saw the ball that was played through Dupreez. We've asked for that ball the whole game. They played it once through. Look, Dupreez is on the wing. What must happen now? So, Mina, at this point, I don't care for the football. I don't care for the style. I don't care for the new signings. I don't care for any of that stuff. I just need somebody to come out and come with a plan. When we come to these games on the day, just come with a plan. Show me that ni chimile, nasala, na analyzer, and worked on something. In fact, I'm even at the place where I would go, just make different mistakes. If you could just make different mistakes, because at this point, and as much as we're crying and all of that stuff, guys, the teams watch these games too. The teams watch these games, and the teams come into these games and they go, no, we saw what they did last week. Now all we need is to do 1, 2, 3. We saw what they did. We just need to, we just need to learn. Oh yeah, in fact, that's the word. Can we learn as a team? How many times have we seen the same problem down the left-hand side? It's not fixed. How many times have we seen the same thing in attacking? Where now Dupreez has been playing for this whole game, done nothing because there's not one ball that was played to him. Now Morangu set grounding. How many crosses have we put in for Orang? Our big physical striker who scored 17 goals before he got to us. How many times are we going to see the same things happening over and over and over again and not fixing? It doesn't have quality players. Cool. Doesn't have. These players are what are cool. They're like that. Are we going to pine every single weekend? Every single window, and like every single season, we wait for the window, waiting for the window, waiting for the window. This one is not quality. Guys, do you understand how many signings Chiefs makes? Can we just pause and speak about how many signings Chiefs makes? Yeah, just general. Abo Ntuari, Abo Mikel, Abo Cross, Abo Castillo, Abo Mtetwa, Abo Potsane, Abo Modi, Abo Ranga, Abo Dotley, Abo Cross, Blom. Every day you're going to make signings. And at some point, even in that process, at some point, does nobody sit down and go, wait, guys, can we sign with some direction? Can we sign with some direction? Abo coach, Ngenabo Hand, Ngenabo Zwane, Abo Ntseki, Abo Kevin Johnson, Abo Nabi, hey, Abo Stuart Baxter at some point now recently. At what point does somebody in the club just sit down and say, can we assess what we are doing? Sometimes, guys, the best players don't come from these players that are 95s on FIFA and can do anything. Sometimes a well-played 65, a well-signed 65 can do more for you than a 95 that's expensive. But do we take the time to just analyze and just sit back? Within 10 minutes of the game, I told you guys where the goal was probably going to come from, where we were going to struggle, where we are going to do this. And this is George, a guy who just loves football. I've got no licenses to my name. There's no licenses. I do content. I'm editing most of the day, but I can tell you this. One of the people that are there 8 hours every day, you can't tell me that you don't see the holes and you can't come up with something to fix it. I don't understand. Do you know how many people are signed, guys? Do you know how many people have jobs? Monday, Ksasa, there's people who are going to get into their cars at 6 a.m. and drive to Naturena and sit for the whole day. And next week, we're going to see the same problems. And you know what's going to happen? The team we play the next week is going to know those problems. They're going to plan towards it. Cape Town City didn't attack the left-hand side of the Chiefs by mistake. They didn't attack the left-hand side by mistake. And Mushin has been in this job at Cape Town City for, 3 days? And even he knew. All right, guys. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm tired of... I think we speak about these big, huge things every day. Mina, ngifuni plan nje. There we go. Done. The game is finished. Cape Town City 1-0 win. Minang funny plan, guys. I don't care anymore about the tactics of it, the what of it. Even if you can just get to a point. Somebody on the panel came off and literally said, in Cape Town City, they're high-fiving, they're hyping each other up. We don't even have people in the club who can do that, guys. Who can do just to say, guys, keep your head up for now. Stand up. You've made a save, well done. You've made a tackle, well done. Let's try get it up. Let's try get even just that, guys. Guys, man. Prati.
Hey, bravo Chizo.
Prati.
Bravo Chizo.
Prati. Ke batle le go bua, ke kgathetse.
Ke nagana gore ka se sebaka seo o tshwanetse go setse o kwetse pain nako ya pain e fitlha mo go wena tshwanetse go smile fela yaanong because of wow tshwanetse o smile fela o ga ba re shapa mme la ba ka re betsa 10 not wena smile fela o buela gore ya ke kwetse mara uthi ke disappointed ka team ya rona go bua nnete bra uthi a re gope a re gope ke nagana gore coach Namile ene current players hana plan ya re bue nnete hana plan o ka se tlo bona coach ya Cape Town City o a re o kene mo selong 3 wa re ke boka high 3 o na le 3 days mo facing
this week ba firile coach
mara Nabi ene since on a 5 months mara gona se se kopane nna ne ke thele Nabi ana plan ka di player tse di teng go Chiefs o bua nnete yone tshwanetse re bue ene gape ke January ga go bue sepe o itse keng re lebeletse bo Pirates ba go saena bo Apollos re lebeletse bo Sundowns ba go saena bo Apollos rona re robetse ka nnete go ba se dilo a kire go tsamaya ba di tse dingwe o itse keng a re gope brauti nnete yone ya tlhokagala nna ke disappointed the way di dirwang ka teng go Chiefs ke disappointed a bona le thodi ebile a ke nyake le go bua ka Jamie because of ke shebile Jamie ka maikutlo ba tla ke go bua ka yone ba brauti ya re tla kopana ka osa
tla bona osane a se re thusitse re khulile off. Let me go to agent
Papa Khosi dumela. Wa moitsi Papa ga Sbongile. Lorenzo. Oh, what a player. What a player. What a player. You know, I saw them saying, did you know, like Chappies used to do, Chiefs are going to be the first team to win in 2025. I told Shem, little did they know they'll be the first team to lose. Raja coach said I won by 16. Mushina said the same thing. I was like, Oza. I won by 16. I was slice. Did you know Abutukuto that Chiefs haven't won the first game of the beginning of the year for 8 years in a row? Does that sound familiar, those years? Did you know? We told you guys there's a thing called new manager bounce. New manager bounce is a thing, right? I saw people underestimating it against Raja. It's like, guys, you don't know what the team is gonna bring, you know? You don't know the tactics, you don't know anything, you know? The only thing that you can do is apply yourself, and Chiefs fail to apply themselves. You don't know what the team is gonna bring, but at least apply yourself. That's the little you can do, you know. But what can we do? I think as my last comment, as my departing comment, I don't think Inacio, the Karate Kid, is worth of wearing that armband. It cannot be. Yeah, because 6 yellow cards, 1 red cards, and how many games? Like, he's ill-disciplined and he's gonna cost Chiefs because now he's on how many now? 2. He has extra 2 yellow cards. He misses a game. Maybe he missed an important game, and that's your captain. You know, unnecessary foul. So
again, missing games again.
You know. So I think you should just stick to karate and leave football alone. Thank you, Papa Khosi. Papa Khosi Dumela.
Let me begin. Tell me a little bit about this game, guys. I'm not going to let in a lot of people, guys. Those are the last two. Then, yeah, my thoughts will be out in about an hour and a half on my YouTube channel. Khupoto, welcome.
So OT.
Hi, man. Why you sound happy, man? Don't say sure like that, man. Just... What's all that?
Yo, what? Okay, sharp. We are playing prop. Mara, first mistake. O tsentsha sahile, o isa ka sahile. Ha o ntsha sahile, o mo replace ka Chivaviro. Ba re kora 1-0. Now re nyoko win, when re nyoko draw that win, re nyoko draw that one or re kgone win. O tseya Zwane. O mo replace ka o replace Marte ka Zwane. Now offer Mutetwa responsibility at the whole middle field. And now Mutetwa wenong o dlala ko morago, o dlala middle field wa go defender ebile o santse a attack. And then I go ring go win. I don't know, coach, my man. I don't know what maybe English here about one or something. What's happening? Yo,
I ke batle le go bua, ke batla ke tsebe le gore ke reng, ke neng.
And then are fetsa mo di player tsa rena. A dinya go tsa responsible, like I get re ba tsaba dira di mistake or yang or maybe ba blame ana or something. Maybe someone had a mistake ba mo blame because re create opportunity tsa ba tsa re shoot ka mo dipaleng. Instead of motho a shoot ka mo dipaleng o passa motho and o passa motho lo reng ebile a mo chancing ya ra ka kora. So I don't know, maybe ba logo practicing ba blame ana or something. I don't know what's happening. Mara Mutetwa is coming all right. That man wa dlala. Mutetwa Marte, they are fine. We just need at least ever build them for nobody give vilakazi.
Okay.
After half time, from the big, first tell or Gambana be tired the whole game until Atraela was strong. At least I won't build it. Vilakazi on the side and then Reneli Shabalala on the other side and then Reneli Dubrisi on the middle. I think that could be better.
For time, Khupoto, re tla roba sentle osane, man. Re tla roba sentle osane. Let me bring in the last person for the night. Open, can you please close it for me? Welcome.
Ziakal.
Oh, Open, come back. I don't know what happened there. Come back. Ah, guys, I'm tired, guys. No, Open, please come back. I don't know what happened there.
Abantu bayakhala ngikhale ngiyona sikhala sibaningi nangumngani wami ngapha uyakhala sikhala sibaningi.
Hey, sikhala sibaningi. Open, sorry about that.
Yes, network. Look, iChiefs ilethe motivational speaker lapha ku Kaizer Chiefs. The coach has no idea what's going on. My assistant are as much as passionate, but they have no idea what to do. Chiefs has always been a team of there's no one who's taking responsibility. We know Chiefs from Dala, you had the likes of Abupule, Chabalala, who'd carry the team from middle field. Also had good strikers, understand. So now I didn't even see. I don't know. We don't see the game. The guy who was speaking previously, I don't know what game he was watching. There's absolutely no direction from Chiefs. No idea. About cross, very rigid. Pasamwa Shevling thing. I don't know. Chiefs needs a hype man. I think Sereno would maybe play that role. But the Chiefs always, Stalsa has always been somebody who can take a responsibility, carry the team. That superstar, we always know Chiefs. We can count
countless stars from about Dr. Kumalo, Chabalala, Pule, you know. I'm also watching in Manchester. The passion today, it's amazing. I think is what the Chiefs, is what the Chiefs lacks now. The coach has no idea. He just came in a passion, and he was hopeful that something will gel up, and he has no idea of his South African football. There's no direction in the Chiefs.
No, but for time, we're going to talk about it properly next week, guys. Well, tomorrow. Hey, if only it could be next week. Thank you. Thank you, my brother, for jumping in. Thank you for jumping in, guys. I'm gonna close it there. All I want to say, I've got a couple of things.
Father God, send help. It's tough.
Aze ngapetuka ke moyeni, ngapetuka kwasipetu.
Moya waka ufatshe kwa. My wind is very down. Down. I'm trying to say, you see on the floor, then my wind is there. Like, down. Like, do you understand?
Is there anyone to finish me completely? I'm tired of this constant heartbreak.
Look. Here's my thing, man. Like, I think what's irritating me most, just the last thing I'm going to say before I go, what's irritating me most about the Chiefs is that week in, week out this happens, and week in, week out we don't see people who are looking like they want to change what's happening. So, let me put it like this. The players, the coach has told you that you're not good enough. He's repeatedly told everybody that he wants better players, blah, 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 all of that stuff. Even just from a point of pride, can you come out and, man, this shock, just shock us, because at least not shocker, you know that the transfer window is still open. You can maybe go to a team that's going to go, yeah, we saw something good from this guy. One. When you look at the coach, that was the coach, he keeps speaking about signings and players and signings and all of that stuff. Yeah, at some point you get tired of hearing those things, guys. At some point you get tired of hearing those things. And even if you have a love for the coach and a respect for the coach and you think that the coach can do something, you know, public perception is very important. Because it gets hard for fans to get behind you when now look at complain. Every day is complaining. The players their heads are down. All of these things are happening. All I need now is just, guys, come out and, you know, have a plan. Come out and figure something out. Okay, Cape Town City is killing us. Did you see what Mushin's last job in the PSL was 6 years ago, Maritzburg United. 6 years ago. He lasted 1 month in that job. But even he came into Cape Town City and you could see in the second half that, no, guys, can we bring in Mukojo and Amato and try close down the midfield? Let's try do something positive. Hey guys, Chiefs does this. Let's try and attack them a certain way. Is it too much to ask? Guys, besides the quality, besides all, is it too much to ask for people to just learn from their mistakes? And if they are going to kill you, let them kill you because you are doing something different. Hey guys, we're getting killed by down the left-hand side. And for the next 15 minutes, Duba or whoever was on the side, please don't push up. Just stay here and cover Ulitlokwe. For the next 10 minutes, for the next 15 minutes. Hey guys, we've been getting honored. We've been getting killed. We've done one thing nice. Dupreez was put through. He could play the ball. Can we just try and engineer that thing once, 2, 3 more times throughout this game to see if we can't win something? That's what I'm not understanding from the Chiefs. That's what I'm not understanding. Guys, we conceded a certain way. We considered a certain way versus Ipulukwani. When we go for that corner and we're looking for that goal, can we leave 2 people? 2 people just to stand there and wait for the ball to come if there is a counter. This is my problem. Besides the results, besides the players, besides any of those things, guys, this is a PSL team. A PSL team. Yes, Liwan, it's fine. But it's a PSL. They do this every day. Quality of me. They do this every day. And you're telling me in a week of practices, in a month of practices, in 6 months of practices, there's nobody who sat down during practice and said, guys, can we just sit down and figure some things out between us? Can we just sit down and figure some things out? Chiefs won 7 games last year. Last year, the calendar year last year, 7 games. They've now gone into this year and they've got a loss. First game in. You're telling me that team, guys, Chiefs last week got their first clean sheet. Not Makese at number 16, not any of the other teams. Not any of the other teams. There were teams that even just leaving the game and going, whew, we've got one of those games. Forget about the quality, forget about professional players. You're telling me that you can't even just say, guys, 2-8 is the formation today. We're not conceding. We couldn't even do that. I'm tired about that's what tires me. It's not the results, it's not the losing. I get tired that there's grown people, and not just the players, not just the coaches, there's analysts, hey, there's physios, there's what now. Physio, massage is different today. Just to see, let's see. Every day they go to work. Guys. But anyway, guys, please, can we, if you have not followed, please follow. The normal show is Monday to Thursday, 7 p.m. Unless if Chiefs, Pirates, Sundowns, Bafana, Banyana are playing, we're going to do these watch-alongs like this. My thoughts in full are going to be out on YouTube in about an hour and a half. So if you want to know exactly what I feel, where I give you properly what I feel about everything, just know that that's going to be out in an hour and a half on my YouTube channel. Please support, guys. Support, share, like, and do all of those things. Yes, today, but at the end of the day, we are football fans. We love football. It's not just Chiefs that plays. Tomorrow, I'll be here at 7 p.m. So if you want to break down the games properly with me tomorrow, jump in and speak to me. Just know that is tomorrow at 7 p.m. If you want to watch any of the previous shows or any of my own content that I drop, YouTube, info, you can go there and check it out, and you'll be helping and supporting, guys. It's been incredible. Thank you for joining me. Even if Seakalaza is tough right now, but thank you guys for joining me. I'll see you guys then tomorrow at 7 p.m. Bye, everyone.
Father God, send help. It's tough.